Deep in the North Atlantic, a mystery awaits. Iceberg ahead, they warned. But it was too late. The Titanic sank, killing over 1,500 people. What really happened that night? We're about to uncover the truth. A truth that's been hidden for over 100 years. The Titanic's demise was no accident, some say. A series of events led to its downfall. We'll explore the facts, the myths, and the theories. By the end of this journey, you'll see the Titanic's story in a whole new light. The Titanic was a marvel of its time, the largest ship in the world. Measuring over 880 feet long, it was a massive vessel. Weighing over 46,000 tons, it was a force to be reckoned with. But on its maiden voyage, disaster struck. The ship received several warnings of ice ahead, but it didn't slow down. In fact, it was going full speed ahead. The lookouts didn't have binoculars, a crucial mistake. The ship's speed, the lack of binoculars, and the presence of ice all contributed to the tragedy. But that's not all. The ship's design was also flawed. The watertight compartments were not designed to handle the amount of water that poured in. The ship was doomed from the start. Here's where it gets strange. The Titanic received a warning from another ship, the SS Californian. The Californian had stopped for the night due to heavy ice ahead. It warned the Titanic of the danger, but the message was ignored. The Titanic's crew was confident in the ship's speed and agility. They thought they could outrun the ice. But they were wrong. The ship hit the iceberg at 11:40 p.m. The collision caused significant damage to the hull. The ship began to take on water at an alarming rate. The crew sent out distress signals, but they were too late. The ship sank just over 2 hours later, at 2:20 a.m. What they found next would change everything we know about the Titanic's demise. The investigation into the sinking of the Titanic was one of the most extensive in history. The British and American governments launched separate inquiries. They interviewed survivors, examined the wreckage, and analyzed the evidence. The findings were shocking. A combination of human error, design flaws, and bad luck led to the tragedy. The ship's speed, the lack of binoculars, and the presence of ice all contributed to the disaster. But there's more. The ship's owners, the White Star Line, were accused of... The company wanted to break the record for the fastest transatlantic crossing. They pushed the ship to its limits, despite the risks. The investigation revealed a culture of recklessness and complacency. The Titanic's sinking was a wake-up call for the shipping industry. But that's not all. There are still many unanswered questions. What about the role of the SS Californian? Why did it stop for the night? And why didn't it respond to the Titanic's distress signals? Some believe the Californian could have saved the Titanic. Others claim it was too far away to make a difference. The debate continues to this day. Here's where it gets even stranger. Some researchers believe the Titanic's sinking was not an accident, but a deliberate act. They point to the ship's cargo, which included a large quantity of gold and other valuable items. They claim the ship was sabotaged to collect the insurance money. But there's no concrete evidence to support this theory. The mystery of the Titanic's sinking remains one of the most enduring in history. The Titanic's legacy lives on, a reminder of the power of human ingenuity and the dangers of hubris. The ship's story has captivated people for generations. From the disaster movies to the documentaries, the Titanic's tale has been told and retold. But there's still more to uncover. New research and discoveries are shedding new light on the tragedy. The Titanic's wreckage was discovered in 1985, lying at a depth of over 12,000 feet. The wreckage has been the subject of numerous expeditions and documentaries. The most recent expedition, in 2023, revealed new details about the ship's final moments. What they found next will change everything we know about the Titanic story. The 2023 expedition was a groundbreaking moment in Titanic research. A team of scientists and explorers embarked on a mission to explore the wreckage. They used state-of-the-art technology, including submersibles and remotely operated vehicles. The team discovered new evidence of the ship's demise, including a large gash in the hull. They also found personal belongings of the passengers, a poignant reminder of the tragedy. The expedition was a major breakthrough, but it also raised new questions. What about the role of the ship's builders, Harland and Wolff? Did they know about the design flaws, and did they ignore them? The investigation continues, and the truth is slowly emerging. The Titanic story is a complex web of facts and theories, and we're still unraveling the threads. Here's where it gets really interesting. The Titanic story is not just about the ship itself, but about the people on board. The passengers and crew were from all walks of life, from millionaires to immigrants. They had different stories, different dreams, and different destinies. The ship was a microcosm of society, a snapshot of the world in 1912. The tragedy affected people from all over the world, from the highest echelons of society to the lowest. The Titanic's sinking was a wake-up call, a reminder of the fragility of life. It changed the course of history, leading to major reforms in maritime safety. The ship's legacy extends far beyond its own story, a reminder of the power of human resilience and the importance of learning from the past. The Titanic's mystery is still unsolved, a puzzle with many missing pieces. We've uncovered some of the facts, but there's still more to discover. The ship's story is a complex web of human error, design flaws, and bad luck. But it's also a story of courage, sacrifice, and survival. The Titanic's legacy lives on, a reminder of the power of human ingenuity and the dangers of hubris. As we conclude our journey, we're left with more questions than answers. What really happened that night? Was it an accident, or was it something more? The truth is out there, waiting to be uncovered. The Titanic story is a mystery that will continue to fascinate us, a reminder of the power of human curiosity and the importance of seeking the truth. So, what do you think? Was the Titanic sinking an accident, or was it something more? Share your thoughts, and let's continue the conversation. The mystery of the Titanic awaits, a puzzle waiting to be solved.